Hello, yeah. It's your girl, Tasharia, and it's Monday. Hi, Tamala. And it's Monday, September 22nd. This is, I want to say day 13 or 14. And this is slow motion. Anyway, this 75 hard. And I was just listening to something about putting stress on your body and how you can actually gain weight by putting so much stress on your body through over cardio. So, I'm wondering what's going on. Exactly. So now I gotta make some dietary changes, some more dietary changes. So definitely going to be fasting. This is about willpower and willpower. Um, and I'm taking out, I'm gonna say, at least 80% of my fruits and vegetables, and just stick with more meats and fats. So that's what I'm doing right now. For at least this week and maybe next week. And I got up and did before I went to bed, I did my prayer, read my Bible, did 5 minute meditation, and then I stretched for about 5 minutes. Then I went to bed. This morning I got up, I prayed, did meditation, and here I am. Uh-oh, I ain't even started my what's that? It's 5:32. Let me get this thing restarted. Uh-oh. Alright, I already started. Didn't even get this thing reset. That's alright. So I'm gonna start this out. I'm trying to remove this visceral fat. So when I go back in 3 months, my test results are gleaming with uh, good white blood cell count and good red blood cell count. Okay, so we'll see. Let's see. I did get my lenses in, so I should be able to test my blood sugar level. Oh, what I eat. It's gonna be for me before practice because that gives my body more time to digest. Tamala, chill out. Alright, see y'all in the next clip. Oh, my weight. Uh it's about the same. 165, 166. It goes up and down, 164. I'll get the official weight after the workout before I go to work. I did take my progress pic, so that'll be right there. I'm not playing no games with this progress pic. I shouldn't be playing games with anything. So, yeah. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hey, y'all. I just want to chime in on one thing. I said before that I was going to cut out the egg yolk, but I did some research, and the egg yolk actually has some very important nutrients in them. So, that's not the great idea if you're trying to lower your cholesterol. The thing about it is to get that visceral fat off, and so that is my goal. When I go back for this 3 month checkup, I want to be like, I don't know about the white red blood cell count, white blood cell count, all that kind of stuff, but I think that um, we're going to make some really good changes just by suppressing our eating window, so it'll actually help burn fat just because it's. Anyway, it helped level out the hormone. Let me get ready for work. Hey y'all, I'm on my way to work and something just came to my mind. Like, why did I walk out of the doctor's office without getting the physical exam? Like, I didn't want no confrontation. Like, when did I become this damsel in distress? Like, why did I not speak up for myself? At what point did I get to this stage where I'll get back to this stage? Because I had gotten out of that stage. I would stand up for myself. And hopefully it's just an isolated incident, and because I can't recall any other incident. Well, actually I know. All right now, we come to some resolution. Think about something. Sometimes you got to talk stuff out loud, say stuff out loud, hear it out loud. So now what can I do about that? Because I know the root cause. Now I got back into that space. All right, y'all. All right, I hope you all have a magnificent day, having breakthroughs like I am. Remember, you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. All right. This is my lunch, maybe dinner. I don't know. Hey y'all, you see where I am? It's the park, so it's walking day. Walking, walking, walking. Let me show you to the little pond. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm already halfway into my workout. Not workout. Well, this is a workout. Shit. It is 6:05, and so they have 25 more minutes of practice, and I have about, I want to say like 22 minutes. Oh my God. The coach said Saturday, since they like a newly formed team, that he can allow extra practice after practice, and so we probably stay if he having it to 7 instead of 6:30, so he can get so Daniel can get some extra help. Because like anything I do with them, I want them to do their best. Thank goodness we got progress reports, and my baby got A's. My oldest son got A's in all subjects except for his honors classes. He got B's in there, and that's all right with me. He doing his best. That's why on Tuesdays I try to get him to tutoring for in the morning and the afternoon. One of them he have in the morning, one of them he have in the evening. So I think that's a good deal. So I don't know if it's just gonna be for September or it's just gonna be like that for the rest of the school year. But whatever it is, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to try to get him there. This all depends on if my youngest son's bus, gets to the house in time, because they have to be there by 7:30. Is it 7:30? Yeah, by 7:30, or they don't let them in the building for some strange and unapparent reason. So, even though they going to tutoring, that's what he said. I don't know. But I got him there late one day and they didn't let him in, so. Oh, but I can understand that they may think that they disturbed the tutoring session, whatever. So it all depends on when the bus can pick up my youngest son. If I can get him there on time. But the after school, he can definitely make that. Whew. So that's all I have going on. I am taking this course for work, and it is so long and so boring. They sent me a message saying, hey, you should be right at this point. And I'm like a few lessons behind, so I try to catch up a little bit on that today. Oh my gosh. Whew. Like my brain is about to explode. Trying to make sure I coordinate all these appointments. My youngest son have an appointment this Friday, next Friday, and the Friday after. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, it is what it is. Oh, every single day of the week is something. Every single day. Every single day of the week. Even on Tuesdays now, because he have tutoring and they get out at 5. That ain't that bad. I can still go to the gym on that day. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with y'all because I haven't done much footage today because I ain't really been much going on. So hope that you all are having a good day. And yeah, I'm gonna check back with y'all in a minute. Let me tell y'all something. When I'm on these vlogs, y'all, sometimes I just be talking and I say what I mean in the moment or how I feel in the moment. And then I may reflect on something and my views and opinions may change. So it's just part of the process. Sometimes I am hormonally or emotionally stable, and sometimes I'm not. Every day is a new day. So that's why I say, hey, stick in here with your girl. You see my growth development. I'm approaching 50, y'all. Let me see. September, July, August, September. So in the next 10 months, I'll be 50 years old. I gotta get this better. Gotta get better at this game of life, yeah. Cause it ain't no game for real. It's real life. Anyway, let me go see if Pescatarian going on. She might be already off. Let me go check. And I'll see y'all in the next clip. It is hot as a mud out here. You hear me? All right, yeah. Hey y'all, it's your girl. And I'm done with my 45-minute workout. I'm about to reintroduce myself. Oh, so happy. Ooh, I want to lift weights so bad, y'all. Y'all don't understand what lifting does. You may, if you're a lifter, not that I'm be like serious lifting, but I had worked my way up so much. And then when I went back to the gym, I was like, the gains are depleting. Not totally all the way back to zero, but but anyway, I was listening to this one guy today. He was talking about working. He was talking directly to men, young men, and talking about what a job is, and how it doesn't. You'll never establish wealth just working a job, but working a job can become an avenue to getting where you want to go, and give you some fundamental principles that can help excel you in your either business endeavors or whatever you really want to do. And it doesn't matter how much the job pays, because most people are going to live at that amount. Most people are not going to demonstrate the kind of restraint that it takes to live below their means. So he said, hey, 9 to 5 is what you do to make a living, but what you do after that, networking, reading, learning, working with a mentor, putting in the work on doing whatever it is that that you're going to do to gain that financial freedom. And I say, I'm so glad somebody talking logical. You know, some people like, just quit your job. You don't have no backup. You don't have no saving. You don't have no money. You don't have no goal. You don't have no knowledge. You don't have no wisdom. And then you begging from people. So, at the end of the day, we have to, operate in a sound mind, logical, you know. Whew. So that's why we realize that the market is the real estate market is changing, and it's now going to be a buyer's market, because there's so much inventory on the market now. Everything's saying reduce, reduce, reduce. So hopefully the cost of building will help, or will go down, and then we can build on one of the properties that we already own, or with the lower interest rate, excess inventory, we can get another property with land already on it. So one way or another, because I told you I found the perfect homestead. It already had electric and water, like for RVs or campers or whatever. It was like 3 or 4. Had a chicken coop in the area to process. It had, ooh, that's a big guy. And let's see. Yeah, and it had, what's it called? Pig pen area. It had a chicken coop. It had a barn. It had a house. The house was ugly. It was fugly. What they say? But anyway, which is okay. But the price was, and I was like, this is unreasonable. So they took it off the market, put it back on the market, fixed it up, put it back on the market. Then it was under contract. I don't know if it ever went through, because I hadn't looked. But that was like the perfect place, because we wouldn't have to like run electric for, because my thing is having places for travelers to come in and stay for a reasonable price, because sometimes some campgrounds and stuff, $30 a night is reasonable to me. I would probably go, like, depending on the area, $30, $50 a night. And I wouldn't want long term, because then you get into what they call it, swap. When they overstay, they would welcome over 30 days, because then it's like resident. I don't want that. But I want people, to come and they traveling. They either have a skill, trade, or money in exchange, for a place to park for the night. But of course, you gotta charge something, $50 a night, because you're gonna have electricity, water increase, and all of that. Because chances are they're gonna load up on water before they leave in their little RV, car, whatever it is. So that's my thought process. One way or another, as long as God say the same, I'm going to see this happen. So, yeah, that's all I have for right now. All I have left is to read my book. I only have probably about this much water to drink out of the gallon. So, yeah, did that, do that. All right. I'll check back in with y'all in the next clip. I did fold all the clothes up. I just have to do my bookshelf. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. You got to be clear-minded to put something together. You get frustrated like a son of a gun. And then I would need to move everything around. So that's like a weekend project. Maybe Sunday or something. So we'll see. All right. Hey, y'all. It is, let me see, 9:13, and I just finished reading 12 pages from the book, Don't Believe Everything You Think. And this chapter, these chapters, or whatever, the pages that I just read, every time I start to yawn, oops. Every time I start to yawn. Okay, anyway, if we stop thinking, what do we do about our goals and dreams? So it's all about goals and dreams. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Napoleon Hill. I was just watching a video about that supposedly was inspired by Napoleon Hill. It said, I like this. Oh, that was from yesterday. Hold up. Okay. This is a long explanation, but essentially there are two sources of goals. Goals created out of inspiration and goals created out of desperation. So this whole 12 pages was about the difference between inspiration and desperation. So if you're saying, hey, I want to accomplish this so I can quit my job, travel the world, da da da, it's an ends to a mean, and that's the goal that's out of desperation. But inspiration is something that just comes to you. Like a singer sings, an artist paints, a musicians plays music or whatever, sings, whatever the case may be. So it's something that is divinely inspired. But yeah, as is it. I just have a little water. Excuse me, a little water to drink, and I'm gonna use this to take my nighttime supplements. And I'm about to pray, read my Bible, and meditate. And I'm just trying to see if I want to take my bath first or do that first. I don't know. But I'll go ahead and shower first so I feel fresh. So this is it for today's vlog, and you know what to do. If you like this kind of content, hey, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and turn that ring-a-ding-ding notification bell on so I can see you all in the next one. Peace.